Hello and welcome back to another episode of Fallout 4 on Nyxus Gaming. We're starting here in the Quincy Ruins. Are there still people here? Oh my god, they're raiders. Why are there already raiders here? I thought I cleared... I'm in Quincy, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Yeah, like I literally just cleared this place of all the gunners last episode, and new people are already moving in. That is great. We're here in the Quincy Ruins, and we're gonna start off by grabbing some of the loot I missed around here, and we'll go from there. I say go from there, I know what we're doing. We're, of course, working on Nick Valentine's quest here, which is to find Eddie Winter and all his holotapes, and we've gotten a good start on that. And we have all the holotapes. We just need to talk to him and go to the final location. Sorry, I'm a little confused. I can't remember how to get up to the overpass there. I think we went from upstairs in the police station. Yeah, so today we're going to be finishing up Nick's quest, hopefully. But before then, after we loot the Quincy Ruins here, there is a small quest I want to do nearby, known as Kid in a Fridge. And if you know the quest, it's an interesting little one. I'll give it that. It is short, sweet, and simple. The worst part is just having to clear out Quincy on your way through, which we've already done, so we shouldn't have any issues with it. We, of course, also have to actually listen to all the holotapes, because I kind of want to hear what goes on in them. We spent so long gathering them. Be a little unfair to just not show that, you know? Okay, so a lot of what we missed is on this overpass area, which I guess is like the main gunner area. I know we put a piece of power armor back on this guy because we couldn't carry it. Let's get that. He's supposed to have a weapon on him, a unique weapon, but he doesn't. So I'm hoping he just never picked it up or something, and we can find it laying around somewhere. There's also a Guns and Bullets magazine that we can get around here somewhere as well, right here.
Perfect.
Ballistic weapons do 5% critical damage. And we got a terminal here. I'm assuming it's his terminal. Yeah, Clint. Colonel Hollis. Shame I couldn't convince Colonel Hollis to see reason, but the attack plan worked all the same. Once we blew the support on the highway and took the high ground, there was nothing they could do. Garvey managed to escape with a group of the settlers, but the rest was just a bloodbath. I had them capture Colonel Hollis alive so I could prove to my new troops that I'm done with the Minutemen. Even when I put the barrel to his head, he still refused to see that this is just how the world works. If you want to bring order out of the chaos, you need strength to do it. The Minutemen don't have it anymore, the gunners do. Captain West assures me that the troops he's given me in exchange for breaking the siege will obey the chain of command. But two of the more senior troops are proving difficult. Preston, the detachment I sent after Garvey returned yesterday. They managed to pick off several more of the settlers before losing them in Jamaica Plains. Tessa is complaining that we let some of them get away, but she's still thinking like a raider. The Minutemen are done. Colonel Hollis was the last leader they had of any worth, and Preston certainly isn't going to be leading a counterattack with a bunch of wounded women and children. We've gotten our main camp set up on the freeway here, so we can't be taken the way the Minutemen were, and I managed to get the radio tied into an old tower to establish contact with GNN. Tessa and Baker had a long talk with Captain West, and while Baker has fallen into line, Tessa seems to be even more subordinate. Now that we're pretty well established and the troops are done setting up camp, I'm going to have to find other work for them to do. If they're busy, Tessa won't have time to rile them up. Maybe if I can keep her out of camp for a while, the others will follow Baker's lead and stop questioning my commands. Captain West also said to check with the medic to get my blood type tattooed. Seems unnecessary, but if the gesture will convince them, it's probably worth a bit of pain. It's really interesting, getting your blood type tattooed. I guess it works for like a military type faction. Regional intel reports. Quarry. I send some scouts down the highway to check for any other nearby threats, but the only thing nearby seems to be the quarry up the inlet. Looks to be a group of raiders, but with a good sniping position on the freeway, they wouldn't dare try to start a fight with us. Baker fired off a few rockets down at them, nothing major, just to make sure they know that what they're dealing with. The factory. I sent Tessa out with a squad to scout to the south, mostly to get her out of my hair for a while. They've reported that there's not much out there in the marsh other than an old factory. Looks to be inhabited by the greenskins. They might cause a problem eventually, but for now I don't think we need to pick a fight when we've got prisoners to deal with. It's probably Automatoys. We dealt with that. And the Atom Cats. Turns out there's a group living at the garage out on the peninsula, call themselves the Atom Cats, and they seem to be a pretty tight crew. The scouts have reported that their external fortifications are fairly weak, but they have several suits of power armor. Normally I'd say it isn't worth the trouble, but with the troops angry about losing the prisoners, it might be the distraction they need. I don't know if or when we'll be dealing with the Atom Cats, honestly. Ooh, that looks good. The quarry over here, that'll be important when we do some DLC stuff. So we'll be leaving that away for a while. I actually don't want that. And yeah, like I said, the automata, what is that? Oh, that's a feral ghoul reaver. It looked different from up here. There's a lot of shooting going on. I think that's the Atom Cat's garage over there. You can still see the Pridwin from afar, which is cool. Let's see. What other loot is up here? We got the mini nuke, the guns and bullets. Good intentions. If it cannot be found on Clint, check around the truck and trailer on the lower level of the freeway by the beds. This is the unique thing that I said he should have had on him, but he didn't. So check the truck and trailer on the lower level by the beds here. Is it actually open? No, it's not open for us to check. There's a little bit of lag there. Love that. There's a first aid kit. I'm not seeing this good intentions thing here, which is a little concerning. I don't think we missed it on him. I'd rather not fast travel all the way back to Sanctuary to see if we put it up. I would have remembered putting it up, is the thing. Is it, like, actually in this trailer? I don't see it, no. Because that would be the truck, this would be the trailer. Maybe around it? I'm pretty sure I already checked on these shelves. Checked in there. Maybe someone else picked it up and he didn't? I don't see it anywhere. That's kind of a shame. Maybe down by these beds is what it meant, but I still don't see it here. What about you? Do you have it? You have a missile launcher. Laser pistol. Yeah, I'm not seeing this thing anywhere. Okay, so I looked around for this thing and I couldn't find it anywhere. Not on him, so what I did was I decided to look at the previous video. Who was walking around over there? Why is there still a gunner alive? I thought I dealt with all of you guys. Sorry, small distraction. I don't want to leave any of these guys alive. Okay, let's move in a little bit. There we go. Anyways. Oh, man. I'm glad I wasn't next to that. I think that's still gonna explode, like, one more time. Probably, like, as I walk by it. So let's just, put it out of its misery so it doesn't happen. right as I walk by. Anyways, I looked at the previous video, to see what exactly happened to it. And he was firing it at me in combat, but when I killed him, it went flying off of him down to here. Landed perfectly on the top of the truck here. Good intentions. It is a laser rifle, I believe, and it causes critical hits that target... Wait, its critical hits cause target to frenzy, meaning they'll just attack anything in sight. So it's probably not a bad little laser rifle, but I don't use energy weapons, so I'm not going to use it. But that's all our loot on the overpass. We did miss something down in the church. So let's drop down and go into there next. Should be a hole in the wall somewhere. Nope, going in through the front. Okay. Should be a terminal here somewhere. Yep, and right next to it, a fusion core. Sturges. We know him. Sturges Garage. Got a new project. I was out visiting some friends of mine down at the Atom Cat's garage earlier, and they hooked me up with a sweet deal on a couple suits of power armor. They're in rough shape, but nothing I can't fix up. We had to drag that one back here since it won't start up at the moment, even with a fresh fusion core. I gotta find some way to thank Fenton for helping me out with that. Maybe I can pay off his tab at the hole in the wall. Well, maybe part of his tab anyway. Mama Murphy's vision. I don't like this. Mama Murphy's been holed up in her room since that trader came through. She got a fresh stash of Kims, and when I went to make sure she's eating something, she said she's been having the sight again. Said she saw the town surrounded, then overrun. Are people dead in the streets or captured? It sounds crazy, but she's been right about things before, and we were able to convince Jackson to put out a call for the Minutemen. I just hope it's not too late. The Minutemen. Colonel Hollis rolled in with the Minutemen yesterday. And man, did they ever get here in the nick of time. Took those gunners from behind and had them running for the hills. Marcy's been making a fuss about how few showed up, but the colonel has been assuring us that others will come. In the meantime, Preston has been helping Sloan and me reinforce the walls. Shame that power armor is on the fritz again. Sure would be a help carrying all that lumber. Baker here. Sergeant Baker. Looks like this terminal is still working. Quite the setup that Grease Monkey's got here. I'm impressed how well Clint's plan worked. Guess I should say Lieutenant Clint. After he blew out the support, we were able to rush up onto the highway itself. With the cover of darkness and the height advantage, we had things wrapped up in under an hour. A group of them managed to slip away. Good thing the lieutenant sent a detachment after them, or Tessa may have broken ranks and done it herself. Maybe if we can get these suits of power armor back in order, it'll convince her to cool it. So yeah, it looks like Sturges worked out of this garage on some power armor here and there before the gunners attacked, and we know how it went from there. Gunners sent the remaining settlers and the Minutemen flying, and we found them all the way in Lexington. Oh, we got a safe here. Expert lock. Somewhere on that side. A little more down. There we go.
Sweet.
Alright. That's most of the loot here in Quincy. We need to find the apartment somewhere. And that'll get us to Mama Murphy's stash. There's a pharmacy. I don't know what that SD is over there. I don't think it's what we're looking for. There's Fenton's foodstuffs. Guns, guns, guns. I think these look like they could be apartments. Maybe not. This just looks like a full house here. Hollis. Hollis's terminal. Setting up defenses. Looks like we got here just in time. We ended up taking a group of gunners from behind as we came into the town. Took out about a third, but at least a dozen ran off. Mayor Jackson was practically in tears when we came up, even let us use his own house as a barracks. Gotta say, it's nice to find the Minutemen welcomed like we were back in the old days for a change. Preston has been helping them get some better walls up, and the town mechanic has been invaluable. He even has a couple of suits of power armor. If he can get them up and running, it'd be a huge help. We don't have near enough manpower to hold the town if the gunners return in force, but I can't tell anyone that. I've sent out word to try and get reinforcements from any other Minutemen out there. I hope at least Colonel Marbury will be willing to help. Status report. We've gotten the walls in pretty good shape and filled the stairwell at the monorail platform. I've had Sturges working on getting some walkways set up across the rooftops. Figure if they manage to breach the wall, we may be able to retreat up there for a counterattack. The gunners attack almost daily now, but we've got food and supplies enough that we can probably wait them out. Unfortunately, my call for reinforcements has been disappointing. Not a single person has showed up. Today has been a terrible turn of events. One of our own, a 10-year veteran named Clint, showed up at the gate. I thought at first that he had come to tell us reinforcements were on the way, but it turns out the bastard has changed sides. He's apparently leading this group of gunners who have been laying siege. He actually had the nerve to try to convince the mayor and me to stand down. I politely informed him that there was not a chance in hell of that happening, and what I would do to his traitorous ass if he showed up again. If someone of his experience is leading them, we'd better be ready for anything. Okay, so these definitely aren't the apartments, but we got a little info from the leader of the Minutemen here. Remember, Preston was not the leader. He was just working with the Minutemen at that time. Let's see, apartments. Not there. That's liquors. Why? Okay, there's still a turret somewhere. I don't know where, though. These look like they could be apartments here. Those also do, but that looks boarded up. Got a door here. Oh, it's chained. Cool. Let me find the apartments real quick. I don't want to spend too much time on camera wandering around because we got a good bit of stuff I want to knock out today. I've found the apartments with a big sign that says apartments. It's literally right in front of the pharmacy that we just walked past. What we're looking for here is Mama Murphy's apartment. She has a stash of chems and a little note that we can read. It might be that one there that's barred. Maybe. What's further upstairs? That goes out to the roof. And this is the balcony. Oh, this is Mama Murphy's stash right here. As you can see, she has quite a few chems, but that means this is her apartment. And her note should be around here somewhere. Ah, there it is. I sent Sturges to talk to Mayor Jackson about what I saw with the site. I mixed up another cocktail and I can feel it starting to take hold. Want to see if getting the mayor to call for help changes the vision. Sturges and Jackson have been blah blah blah, get me to stop using, but going to need the site again if we are going to make it through this. Okay, so yeah, that's all I really wanted to find there. Her stash and her note. So we're pretty much done in the ruins. We're going to go a little bit north and be on the lookout for a fridge. Which sounds a little weird when you say it like that, but trust me, I think this quest will be worth it. Problem is, I don't know where exactly it is. I think it's just along the road somewhere. Do a quick save here in case we just start wandering around in the wrong direction. Also, I want to say it's right across there, but I'm not sure. Oh, ooh, lag. I mean, we should hear something whenever we are close. We'll get a little miscellaneous objective pop up. I don't want to go in there yet. That's the quarry. Like I said, it's involved in a DLC. And I would rather wait till we actually do the DLC to do that. Pretty sure what we're looking for is around here somewhere. There's an enemy up on the overpass above us. I haven't looked for this in a while, so I can't remember what exactly it looks like. Is that it right there? I think it is.
Is someone there?
Yep, here we go.
You.
Is someone in there?
Let me out!
Who are you?
My name is Billy. Please, I've been trapped in here for so long.
How did you end up in there?
I hid in here to get away from the bombs. But there isn't a handle on the inside, and it's really dark in here.
The bombs were over 200 years ago. You're that old?
I don't know how long I've been in here. A long time, though. A really long time. Please, I don't want to die in here.
Okay. I'll let you out.
Yes, I've been stuck in here for so long. Hurry up. Shoot the door off.
Shoot the door off.
My legs are so stiff. Everything's so different.
Oh, hey, Billy.
I guess I was in there for a really long time. What do I do now?
So, what's the story with you and that fridge?
It happened so long ago, back before everything got wrecked. When I heard the sirens, I tried to find someplace safe. When everything started to shake and fall apart, I just crawled inside. When it got quiet again, I tried to get out, but there isn't a handle on the inside. I just want to go home. Can you help me? Please?
I hate to tell you this, but your parents are probably dead.
This is a discussion the kid has to have right now?
I don't believe you. They are alive and looking for me. Can't you please take me to them? Or at least to my old house?
I suppose it won't hurt to see your old home. Whatever's left of it.
I hope it's still there. I had some great baseball cards. It's really bright
Oh,
out.
baseball cards, you say? Alright, I want to see these baseball cards. Let's take Billy home. The reason I'm doing this quest now, it's a little bit out of the way, but his home is actually down in Quincy. And we just cleared out Quincy, so we might as well get him home now, so I don't have to come back to this place. If you can't tell, I don't like coming to Quincy. It's always bad, although last episode didn't go terribly. Just, I don't like it. Plus, I don't know another time I can swing by and do this quest, so might as well do it now. Alright, Billy is still with me. Billy. There's Billy. Let's actually mark this quest. Kid in a fridge. And you'll see that we are 60 meters away from it. His house is literally right over here. There it is, I think. I think it's this one. Yeah. The Peabody house. Hello?
Mom? Dad? Are you in there?
Billy! Billy?
Son? Is that really you?
It's me. It's really me.
Oh my god! We thought you were dead.
What happened to you? You're all burned up like me.
We're ghouls, Billy. The radiation changed us. Looks like it did the same thing to you.
Don't worry about it, Billy. Your dad and I don't care what you look like. We still love you.
I love you too, Mom. I missed you guys. It's been so long.
Hey there.
Thank you for bringing us back our little
You
boy.
there, in the house. I want those ghouls, especially that kid. You can give him up peaceful like, or die trying to save him.
Why does he want me?
Oh my god, they want Billy.
They won't take us, Carol. At least not alive. Billy, get upstairs.
Over my dead body. These people are under my protection.
I'll wear your eyeballs around my neck.
Oh god.
Yeah, have fun with that. I literally just wiped out the entire base of you guys next door. And you really want to go for this. Where you at? Okay, I'll take you out first. Why not? If Vats chooses you, that's just bad luck, buddy. Oh, bad time to reload.
Not that it's an option.
Okay, well, we took out the gunners. That just kind of come out of nowhere. Even if you've
Anything
cleared out
useful?
Quincy nearby, I guess it's implied they come from Quincy, since you're right next to their gunner base there. But they definitely didn't come from there.
Thank you for bringing us back our little boy. And saving us from that man.
So, how did you end up as ghouls?
We didn't make it to the shelter in time.
The door was shutting as the bombs fell. We both must have taken a lot of radiation.
I guess we were some of the lucky ones. Most folks die instead of becoming ghouls. Must be something in both our genes.
So that's why you guys look like me.
Yeah, Billy. That's why. Although it's really more why you look like us.
We wandered for a while, but eventually came back here. We've been living here ever since. Not really anywhere else to go.
Let me thank you. Take this.
And we get 250 caps for that. Now there is a cap stash there that you gotta steal. There's also a Nuka-Cola Quantum you gotta steal. That's gonna be it for important loot there in the house. Just a fun little kid in a fridge quest you can do. Everything is still
there.
stealing
I
here.
never thought I would see my mom and dad again. Thanks.
I think it would be cool, like, if the settlement system was set up more, you could recruit these guys to come live in Sanctuary with you. That would be really cool, and I'm sure there are mods that you can recruit anybody to your settlement like that. I just feel like they would be better off in a group and not next to a gunner-infested town, you know? But that's just my thoughts. We're going to go ahead and finish Long Time Coming now, and I think we're going to start by listening to all of these holotapes from 0 to 9. Let's get on with it.
Message to Alexander Strelnikov. My esteemed Mr. Strelnikov, I know someone of your profession values discretion above all else. But I have to honestly say, screw that. I mean, come on. One bullet, halfway across town, and you blew Ron Treviot's head clean off. You, sir, are an artist. Are all the assassins from Russia as good as you? I seriously doubt it. But listen, your secret's safe with me. Eddie Winter, signing off. Message to Johnny Montrano. Johnny, you fat, lazy piece of shit. I knew this arrangement was too good to be true. Let's join forces with the North End, huh? Bury the hatchet, work mutually against a common enemy? Well, you put the nail in that coffin, huh, boyo? What did you have to do, Johnny, huh? What was your job? Sit in your car, on the corner. Keep your eyes open. If you see a uniform, you get out. Walk down the street, knock on the door, and let the fellas know there's trouble coming. Easy as pie, right? I could have got a 9-year-old from the projects to do it, but no. In the interest of Irish-Italian relations, I give the job to you. So what happens? Nothing. Nothing happens. You sit on your fat ass dribbling cannoli cream onto your third chin. You watch. You watch the uniform blow months of planning, all in 2 minutes. Congratulations, Johnny. You got me. You and your pals sure put the screws to old Eddie Winter. You should tell this funny story to your little girl when you tuck her in at night. In that corner bedroom, upstairs, pink wallpaper, little house on Prince Street. Yeah. Eddie Winter, signing off. Message to Robert Cooper. You did good, Bobby. The wife and girl won't be saying anything. No worries. Hell, once those fat life insurance checks start rolling in, Mrs. Montrano will wish her fat slob of a husband had eaten that bullet 5 years ago. As for what happens next, up to you. Beach, sub shop, car yard, Doesn't matter where he ends up, I don't give a shit. I just want him in the ground. So, long as Johnny Sr. never finds out what happened to his little meatball, we're set. Eddie Winter, signing off. Message to Robert Cooper. Bobby, we discussed this. You hooking up with your stepsister is your own friggin'
Got it.
business. But you talk in your sleep.
Got it.
The jet will make you jittery.
Message to Robert Cooper. Bobby, we discussed this. You hooking up with your stepsister is your own friggin' business. But you talk in your sleep. Look, maybe you babble about baseball or sing show tunes. Or, could be you chat about those 3 bodies Colin O'Malley dumped in the sand trap of Arlington Greens. You want to take that chance? I know I don't. Sorry, Robert. The girl's gotta go. Eddie Winter, signing off. Message to Claire Pazinski. Dinner tonight. Me, you, and Arthur Black. Reservations are for 7 at the Cornerstone Grill. Don't worry. I'll make sure Arthur's on his best behavior. No stabbing the waiter for a fucked up drink order, like what happened in Charlestown. Even though the prick deserved it. Love you. Eddie Winter, signing off. Message to Sal Bosconi. You and I clearly need to talk. About Danvers, about the Montrano mess, about everything. I think we'd both agree that our attempts to improve North-South relations have been a complete failure. Look, I take full responsibility for the behavior of my guys. I expect you to do the same for that moron Montrano. But what happened in Danvers? I hardly know what to say. Your people turned that theater into a slaughterhouse. Those people are dead on your orders, not mine. And for no conceivable reason I can see. So let's meet. Just the 2 of us. Talk it all out. You name the time and place. Eddie Winter, signing off. Message to Charlotte Wen. My dear Miss Wen, I hope you're well. After our little joint venture this past May, you should be. If memory serves correctly, that pallet of buff-out earned you a small fortune, and Wu Li 8 years in a state correctional facility. So I got to thinking, why not do it again? We both love the same things. Money and destroying people who get in our way. Together we'll outmaneuver them all. Boston will be ours for the taking. Let them play checkers. We'll play chess. Eddie Winter, signing off. Message to Buster Conley. Nice piece you did on the monorail construction project. Heaven's Highway, Devil's Doing. Huh, cute. But I think you give organized crime too much credit. The various Boston families coming together to fund a public works project? Huh, please. Clearly you never sat down at dinner with these guys. They can barely agree on an appetizer. And ain't nobody jumping to pick up the check. The bosses had their hands in the honeypot, sure. But nowhere near the level you were suggesting. You did get one thing right, though. Safety Inspector Alice Lansky was killed. They'll never find her. 'Cause there's nothing left. After he bashed her brains in with one of those giant wrenches, Vinny the Cracker's Venucci dissolved her body in a barrel of hydrochloric acid. So write your follow-up. Then feel free to tell the cops the murder weapon is hanging on the wall in Venucci's garage. On 4 Charter Street. Eddie Winter, signing off. Message to Buster Conley. Nice piece you did on the monorail construction project. Message to Rodrigo Palomar. Okay, my friend. I thought about it, and I've reached a decision on the Fallon's job. Your cut is exactly what you deserve. $0. Zilch.
That's it.
You heard me right. You get nothing. Message to Rodrigo Palomar. Okay, my friend. I thought about it, and I've reached a decision on the Fallon's job. Your cut is exactly what you deserve. $0. Zilch. You heard me right. You get nothing. Yes, you cracked the safe, and yes, we got the diamonds. But you also tripped the alarm. Mackie got pinched, and that's entirely your fault. Now, when he gets out, Mackie's gonna want your head on a platter. I'm gonna give him your share instead. I see you're getting off easy. Eddie Winter, signing off. Message to Claire Pazinski. Time to start thinking about a vacation. How does 6 weeks in Ireland sound to you? Dublin, Galway Bay, Waterford, maybe a week in that little bed and breakfast in Kilkenny. And don't worry, we don't have to take my cousin Stephen with us. Let him get out of the country on his own. I told him to threaten that cop, not blast him in the face with a shotgun. He can rot in that abandoned fishery down in Union Wharf for all I care. Love you. Eddie Winter, signing off.
Okay, let's go ahead and see what Nick thought about all that.
Hey.
I'll see what I can do.
Hey, Valentine.
So, you got something for me? Maybe a pocket full of tapes belonging to an old ghoul?
Proceeding will temporarily remove Nick from your service.
Finally got them all. Here.
No fooling. Wow. That's some real solid detective work. They're older than dirt, but they've got Eddie's paw prints all over them. These are the real deal. And they've still got the code pieces in them. Let me run them through the old processor. Got it. 19553728406. That old thug's holed up in Andrews Station. Now, let's go bring down Eddie Winter.
All right, we're going to Eddie Winter's hideout at Andrew Station. Nick kind of just runs off on his own. I'm not going to follow him all the way up here. We're just going to fast travel to South Boston Police Station and go from there. You can get another companion here to go with you since Nick is temporarily out of your service. I think just to make it easy, we'll just go on our own. Nick's going to be there anyway to help us out, so it should be pretty easy. Also, I realized I muted my mic during most of those holotapes. I ran into a terminal, June Long's terminal in the middle of that, and I actually read it out loud. I'm not sure if that'll actually make it in, because as I said, I muted my mic. But you guys can read it, and just pretend you're hearing my voice if that bothers you. Let me just hop the fence here. Oh. He's being guarded by raiders. That was a bad shot. I think that went right over his head. Oh my god, I can't walk through those trees, really. Okay, it looks like this is the place.
Why don't you just die?
Oh, is that Nick I'm shooting? I think I'm shooting Nick. Yeah. Nick, you can't just walk up like that in the middle of raiders. I'm gonna assume you're a raider. Okay, got a couple of more over on this side. Oh, gotta run over to me, make it easier. Okay. I don't think these guys are gonna have anything super useful on them. But I do want to clear them out, that way they don't just chase me into Andrew Station. And there we go. Alright. I don't think the raiders would know that Eddie Winter is holed up here. I think they just happen to choose this place as their base. But who knows? We got a terminal here. It's hooked up to something. You can see the power line coming from it. That's for that turret that I already took out. I'd make a comment about how that always happens, but it literally always happens. And you guys know that by now. I always get to the terminal to shut off the turret late after I've destroyed the turret. I think a lot of the loot that we have here is going to be actually in Eddie Winter's area.
Let's not keep Eddie waiting.
All right. There are definitely more raiders around. You too. Yeah, keep giving me more ammo. That way I don't run out of ammo for this thing. I'm probably going to end up using this rifle until it runs out of ammo. Then hopefully I'll have some more ammo for my 44 pistol.
Nice.
That was easy. Alright, let's turn you on.
Up. Protectron on duty.
Get an extra hand.
Keep Eddie waiting.
Is it that way, Nick, or... Oh yeah, I guess that's the only way. I saw enemies, like, down below this floor area, and I figured this would be the way over.
Who's there?
But I guess not. Alright, let's go, Nick.
Watch your step as you enter the train.
Work on yourself. What the?
I don't think we're alone.
How did those miss? Is this guy, like, invincible? Oh my god, what the hell? I don't even know what set those off. Hey, turret? I mean, at least they're pretty easy to deal with. Lawns. One likeness. Virus. There we go. Oh man, I can turn off the spotlight. What a help. I guess you do have the chance to sneak through here if you turn that off, but why would you? Just, it's Fallout. Kill everything, you know? We got a Vault-Tec lunchbox here. Get a souvenir drinking glass. think that's one of like 5 that you can get here. Okay, let's turn off the radio and keep looking around. I'm trying to make this brief because we did just hit the 45-minute timer on the recording. I try and keep my videos around 45 minutes. But I also really want to finish this quest this episode. If I can finish this, all the extra master locksmith stuff I was talking about last episode, we can just do at the beginning of the next one. Okay, I think that's actually the way to go. Nick was trying to go the full frontal way here, which obviously didn't work out very well for him. I thought we were supposed to go this way, but I guess not. Yeah, this is just a dead end. Oh my god, 2 expert locks in a row that I just open without moving the thing on. That's actually really lucky. Okay, I think that's everything for this area. Let's move forward. Let's go ahead and use a stim pack and a Radaway. Got plenty of each. Here's another Vault Tech lunchbox. Looks like this one was blown open. I can't actually take the lunchbox bit. I don't know if that counts as one of the loot ones then. We'll see when I'm looking at my loot list.
Wait to see the look on what's left of Eddie's face when we pop that lock of his.
What I don't like is he's generally chill guy during most of the game, but he just becomes so like bloodlusty in this quest. And I get like it's something that's been on his mind for ages. He was literally made with this bloodlust in his mind against Eddie Winters. But it just feels kind of out of character for the Eddie that we know, you know? There's another lunchbox. It's either 2 or 3, depending on if the other one actually counted for the loot list or not. I just find it weird I couldn't pick up that lunchbox. Can't be that much further in, I don't think. Do I have it marked as a quest? I do. Long time coming. Okay. Ooh. We got more jet. And that's about it. Alright, let's keep pushing forward, Nick. I'm with you on this. This is a gassy area. Bad for explosives. I would hope an enemy doesn't use an explosive here, but you can never guarantee that, so... a little quick save there. Okay. Got a little, like, fighting ring down there, I think. And I guess that's where we input the password, but I kind of want to see what's over here. What are we missing around here, you know?
What? There you are, you little bastard!
Chancer, why can't I literally just shot you like 3 times and didn't do anything. And we don't have Nick here, sadly. That headgear does so much protection for you. Alright, well, that was quick and easy. Dealt with them. On my own without Nick. I don't need him. Kneecapper, Chinese officer sword. 20% chance to cripple the target's leg. Okay. Those Chinese, they like to fight dirty. I cannot get in there. Is there a terminal somewhere that opens that? Or a big obvious button? Okay, well. Oh, there's another lunchbox. We're actually doing pretty good at getting these lunchboxes. I'm usually not that good at finding them. There are 5 total throughout this place, and I've gotten 4 of them. Joe Spooky's Sandwich Shop. Basement key. We'll come back to that. That might be our way out. So let's revisit with Nick over here. So yeah, you're telling me these raiders were holed up here, and they never once came across the door here that had a lock code keypad and never tried to break in? This isn't a hard door to break through, I don't think.
That filthy toad's right on the other side of that door. Why don't you do the honor?
Sure. 19537284006.
The fuck?
Hey, buddy.
Who the fuck are you?
Who are you?
Who the fuck am I? Who the fuck are you?
I'm Eddie Winter, and you're in my bunker. Just how the fuck did you get... No. No way. Not after all this time. Don't tell me you actually cracked my code. In the holotapes? Well, hey. It's only been, what? 200 years? Well, look. I'm not sure what you thought you'd find. Gold, jewels, the secrets of the universe. But you get me. One guy. A ghoul, I guess you'd call me. Just living, surviving, and what I got, you can't have. That code? It was a joke. I just wanted to prove how dumb those feds were. Turns out, pretty dumb. So take your asses someplace else.
I'm not going anywhere until I get what I came for.
Yeah? And what's that? And who are you, huh? You look kind of familiar. But what are you, some kind of robot? Is that what it's like out there now? A world of robot overlords? I knew it.
The name's Valentine. Nick Valentine. Remember me?
Valentine? The cop? Is that who you're supposed to be? Sorry, pal, but you ain't Nick Valentine. You're just some kind of, machine.
You killed my fiancée, Jennifer Lance. There's some crimes even you can't get away with, Winter.
Your fiancée? You mean Valentine's fiancée? Pretty girl. A shame what happened to her. But hey, you? Or, you know, the real Valentine? He should have backed off when he had the chance. But what gives, Robot Man? Why do you even care? Some girl gets whacked 200 years ago, and you come into my home acting like a hot guy? Christ, look at you. You're not even alive.
Then I guess I'm in good company.
You ain't taking me down.
So there's supposed to be a choice here where you're supposed to be able to stop Nick from killing Eddie. I don't know why he's focusing on me. I didn't really get the choice. But Nick really likes it if you let him kill Eddie.
One more thing I've got to do. I wouldn't mind the company if you wanted to tag along.
Alright, we'll follow Nick in a second. There's probably some stuff here for us. Like his terminal here. Stretches, lockpick, seclusion. I'm just gonna guess this because I don't feel like going through it all. Eventually, I'll get it. Whoops. Oh, I got a tries reset right away.
There we go.
I mean, I guess it works. All that does is just unlock the safe here. You can get some ammo from it. He's got a cap stash. I'm gonna be honest, he doesn't have a whole lot of stuff in this bunker. Like, he couldn't have survived much longer in here, you know? I don't see how he survived this long, honestly. To Claire.
Claire, it's me, Eddie. It's been too long, I know. But I'm okay. We're okay. I know it's weird, me disappearing just when the heat died down. But there's a reason. What we talked about? It's happening. Soon. Bombs, missiles, I don't know what. But the end is coming. I can't even tell you how much I paid my cloak and dagger friend for this info. So I guess me building that shelter was a smart idea after all, huh? But look, baby. There is one more thing. The reason I haven't been around for a while. You know those idiot brothers at Wicked Shipping? The ones smuggling the radioactive material? I put the screws to them. Got some of the stuff. I've been working with this doctor in East Boston. Guy's a fucking genius. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but he had this theory. The right kind of radiation exposure at the right amounts, it can change human cells. Mutate them. Baby, I can live forever. Yeah, I know, it could kill me. I'm willing to chance it, but I can't risk losing you. So I'm the guinea pig. And I've been getting treatments. But don't worry, I'm fine. More than fine. I feel great. Amazing, even. I think this crazy shit's really working. Eventually, this war will blow over. And when it does, I'm gonna walk out into Boston and pick up where I left off. I'm gonna own the future. I'm assuming you'll be dead by then, of course. But let's not dwell on the negative. So look, you come to the sub shop tomorrow night. You and I will go into the shelter together. Seal it up and wait for the big kaboom. Just, you might want to prepare yourself a little. Mentally and such. I look a little different now. But love is only skin deep, right?
So Eddie saw the war coming and turned himself into a ghoul. That way he could live through it, come back up after everything calmed down, and just retake over Boston. And he ended up just staying down in the bunker for over 200 years, so you see where that got him. I don't know where Nick is leading us. Here?
This is it. In this spot, 200 years ago, one of Eddie's boys put a bullet in Jenny Land's back. Now Eddie's as dead as Jenny. And Nick. I'm at a loss. All I know is that without you, Eddie'd still be at large.
Taking down Winter was a big deal. Are you doing all right?
I don't know. It's a lot to take in. Winter was it. The only reminder left of the original Nick Valentine. The last proof, outside of some long-lost Institute archive, I was ever just a mechanical copy of some cop from a bygone era. I'm not sure how to feel.
What was it you were expecting?
I just thought this would fix things, but it's not that easy. Because I was Nick Valentine. I had his memories, his fears, all that poor bastard's hope. I remember getting the call to head to some lab in Cambridge to get that neurotrans whatever. And the next thing I know, I'm in a trash heap. My family, my home, my entire life gone. Then I discover all those things that they weren't even mine. Everything I ever was belonged to Nick. I'd hoped with Winter gone, the last hint of that old world snuffed out, I could finally be free. But being out here with you, what I finally realized after all this time was that taking down Winter, it wasn't about Nick or Jenny or even you or me. It was about justice, about doing what's right. And that act of goodness, that's ours. All the good we've done, that's ours, and ours alone. And even if that's the only thing in this world that I can ever claim as mine, not Nick's, not the Institute's, but mine, then I can die happy. And none of it would have ever happened if it weren't for you. I'm not sure I'll ever be able to thank you for that.
You don't have to, Nick. We're friends. This is what friends do.
You can't stop being noble now, can you? Well, come on then. We're not helping anyone standing around here.
And with that, we have reached the highest level of affinity. We get the close to metal perk.
Yeah, that is if you're still interested in traveling together. I wouldn't blame you if you wanted some time on your own after all this.
Of course. Let's do it.
I'm glad to hear it. Come on, let's get out of here.
I say that we're going to be replacing him here in an episode or two with a new companion that we'll be getting. But that finishes Long time coming. I was going to come in and look at that perk we just got. Close to metal. What's BOS Commander? Okay. Thanks to your relationship with Nick Valentine, you get 1 extra guess and 50% faster terminal cooldown when hacking. That 1 extra guess is probably going to come in handy with how often I just get bored and just guess through it, you know? But that's going to cover everything with Nick. I'm going to do a fast bit of cuts here just so I can find the rest of the loot in Andrew Station here. There is some stuff we missed, and after that we'll probably end the episode. One thing we missed was Eddie Winter had a unique gun. Eddie's piece here does 50% more limb damage. It has a scope on it, so you know how I feel about that. We probably aren't going to use it. Here at the main subway platform, that was next to the beds and the safe here, there's this door here, just a novice lock. We can go ahead and break through. And there should be a stealth boy somewhere in here for us to grab, along with that. And a cap stash and a bobby pin box. Just across from that door there, if you find this train and head on in, there is another Vault-Tec lunchbox right here. We got a souvenir magnet flower. If you head due north from Andrews Station, almost directly north, you'll find this yellow house here. I think there are super mutants in it, but as you can see, I got some Brotherhood assistance in clearing them out. This guy had a Nocturnal Deathclaw gauntlet on him. That was kind of cool. There's this Grognak the Barbarian here. Critical hits with unarmed and melee attacks do 5% more damage, but that's not all. If you can jump over here and get into this bus somehow. I think there's a way in. I'm just not sure. Said there's a piece of loot in the bus that crashed into the house. I'm just very unsure on how you're supposed to get into it, honestly. We'll get to that in a second. Southwestish of the Andrews Station, there's this fusion core generator here, which I think we grabbed as part of the South Boston military checkpoint loot. But more importantly, there's this lift here, and I think you have to use it to get up onto the overpass in order to get onto the onto that bus that crashed into the house. So we're gonna try that. There shouldn't be any enemies up here, I hope. It should just be a little walk on over to that yellow house. If there's a way over. There is. Yeah, there's the bus right there. The textures are glitching out a little bit, but if I have this right, we can just hop down onto the roof and carefully inside for a Vault-Tec lunchbox. It's going to be all the loot for in and around Andrews Station that we can get. There's some kind of wicked shipping container somewhere around it that has a couple of stealth boys in it. But we haven't been to the location where we get the key for that yet. So I'm going to leave that alone for now. I mean, I guess we could at least show where it is. It says it's to the west of the station. It might be that one right there. That way, if you guys do have the key, you know you can come on over here and grab it. I don't think this is actually it. Oh, it's a master lock, which we can actually unlock now. Oh, it's somewhere right there. Easy. Easy master lock.
They should have bought a better lock, huh?
Bottle cap mine. And a steamer trunk. Little bonus loot here that's obviously not what we're looking for. The shipping container would be somewhere around here. I'm just not sure where. Just said to the west of the Andrews Station. And I'm obviously blind on where the west is. That's Andrews Station right there.
A lot of people out here could use a hand.
Would it be? No, that's the South Boston military checkpoint there. Yeah, I have no idea. Like I said, we don't even have the key for it. So it doesn't really matter to me. I don't think it would be in that new area, or else it would be in that area's loot. That is a sentry bot there that I'd rather not deal with. So we're coming this way, and we're going to end the episode off there. Thank you for watching, and next time we will definitely be starting the railroad. So I'll see you then. Bye-bye. Sorry, I had to come over here and check if these were the shipping containers. They are not. So bye-bye.